Okay.
Yeah,
so
7
that's
months.
your
First grandchild, yeah.
Congratulations.
So yeah, how was it going for you?
So she's so cute. I was panicking before she was born because I struggled with my emotions because of BPD. I didn't know how to feel as a nana, as in how am I gonna love this? How's this gonna feel? Because I'm not carrying. I am so. When I become a mum, that feeling of bringing a baby into the world, I didn't have love in my life. So when I had that as a mum, it's so overwhelming and so caring. Like, I love that. So hence why I carried on having babies, right? Yeah. So I carried on having babies, which I love all my children to bits, because they are my blessings that save me. If I didn't have them, I don't know where I'll be. Probably not even here. You know? So as a nana, and watching somebody else bring a child that I love into the world, but they're not my child.
You're not carrying them, yeah.
And I'm not, and I'm watching from a bird's eye view type of thing. I'm like, I love them, and then I started loving the mother as one of my own more, because I already did care for her, but now I love.
It's
like
like
a double love. Yeah, because then the love started. She didn't even know all this.
And plus, obviously, like what you're saying, and obviously, like what you're saying as well, like this is the first time it's like you're used to carrying the babies, you get me? But now it's like she carried your grandchild, so obviously the love that you're gonna develop for her, it's like it's not enough to say she carried your grandchild.
But it came double, so for the grandchild and the mother.
Absolutely.
Like the grandchild gave her an extra bond to the mother.
So I have now another.
I over that full circle. It's a beautiful
it's a beautiful. You had love for the mother anyway.
This is a double love now.
It intensified, didn't it?
Heightened, didn't it? It's like another child that I took underneath my wing. I didn't birth her or my grandchild, but now I've got.
Trust me, it makes absolute sense. Trust me, man.
Then when she was born, I didn't cry. I didn't get emotional. I was so numb.
Interesting.
I held her and I was taking it all in, and I was like, oh, she's beautiful. And it took me a week, and one day I just sat there and I just started crying, and I was like, I don't even know. And I was holding her in my house, and then all of a sudden I just started crying. I was like, why am I crying? Why am I crying? Why am I crying? Because my emotions just all come to me. And sometimes it takes a bit for my emotions to catch up. So that's what happened. So after a week of her being born, I was holding her, and she fell asleep in me. That was it, the first time she fell asleep in my arms. And then I cried, and I was like, I don't even know why I'm crying, but I'm crying. And then I said, I've just only accepted that she's here, and the emotions that come. And I said, it's so overwhelming. But yeah, I couldn't do it again though. I couldn't do it again. My grandchild, I love it. They live with me at the minute now. So at first they live with, my son's partner's family, because she wanted to be around her mum and have that bond with her mum at first, which is important for a woman. And then now they live at mine. They're getting to the point where they're going to get their own place. So I said I'll financially, help, whatever it is, and they want to do their thing financially themselves, which I respect that. So I said, okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll support you in this way so you can save and do that way. Yeah. Because they want my son's a man. He wants to do it himself and provide himself, which
and that's really
I brought him up like that. As people say, so there's someone who says this, and I always disagree, and they hate the fact that I disagree with, and it is. They hate the fact that I disagree, but I'll disagree. If I don't think your point's right, I'll disagree, but I'll tell you why. So they say that a woman can't bring a kid up to be a man, a son up to be a man. I don't agree with that, because the way I am, and it might be because I've got the male personality, so I can be feminine, but I can be masculine, so I'm a bit of both. So I've been able to adapt my way of bringing my kids up to my kids' needs and what they need in life, and educate myself of what a young male needs. But I understand that maybe because I was more emotional, my eldest son has brought on that emotional side in his masculine way. But I don't think that's a bad thing, because the way I see him with his partner, he supports her emotionally and masculine. So to me, I don't think all men have to be just masculine. I feel like it's good to have both, and I feel like it's good for women to have both. I don't feel like women need to just be feminine and men need to just be masculine. I don't agree with that, because what life you go through, it's good to have both balances, because you never know what situation you're going to be in. yeah, it's good sometimes in a relationship of the balance of a man and a woman for one to be more masculine and one to be more feminine, but to get that you have to have trust in that person. So I think I've done a good job as a mum bringing up boys alone, because I look at my son, he's a man, he's got a missus, he's got a job, he's protecting, he's providing, he wants to do more, and he's doing a good job, and I can't doubt him, and he's emotionally supportive for his missus to the point where if she's struggling, he's hurting, and that's good, because that I know he's in tune with his emotions and he's never going to hurt her then, and he's always going to be there. So yeah, so for me, looking outwards, I know it's like a blessing. I'm seeing, I've got my wish. I always wanted the chain of abuse to stop. So I always wanted my children to stay together if they had children, you know, and I can't predict any future, but what I'm seeing now, I feel like that's been done. My son's done that. He's had a child with one woman, and you know, he's going further. And I can't see, but it's nice to see what I didn't have for my grandchild. It's nice to see what I couldn't give my kids. But I'm glad he's done.